Hello and welcome everyone. This is Alena. If you suffer from chronic fatigue and anxiety, in this video I will teach you how to alleviate this condition by simply optimizing your breathing. And no, I'm not talking about deep breathing. It's quite the opposite. Contrary to the popular belief, my belief, including my own beliefs, deep breathing does not necessarily translate into good health. Furthermore, chronic, rapid deep breathing creates hyperventilation, which depletes our internal CO2 levels. Again, contrary to the popular belief, CO2 is far from waste gas. CO2 is necessary for the efficient cellular delivery of oxygen. Without certain level of CO2, hemoglobin cannot release oxygen molecule. CO2 is necessary to dilate the airwaves and blood vessels. It's necessary to regulate pH of the blood. And also to regulate anxiety. That's why when people at the extreme state of anxiety and panic attack can alleviate this condition just by breathing into paper bag, right? Because that could rapidly increase CO2 levels in the blood. We can even take quick test to measure our CO2 tolerance, the degree of optimal breathing, and basically it's a test of our vitality. So all we have to do is just take a timer, your phone for example, take a few sets of normal breathing, and after exhale, on the exhale, hold your breath. Hold your breath as much as you can, but without exhaustion. If you gape for the air after all, that means you held for too long. It should be natural. So if you can hold your breath for 40 seconds or more, that means you are in very good shape. 30 seconds of holding breath means that there is some room for improvement. And if you can't hold more than 20 seconds, that means you are facing serious health condition, health issue that needs to be addressed. I was quite surprised to learn about all of this. To me, it was quite controversial because I was convinced that deep breathing is the answer for everything, right? The more the oxygen, the better. However, once I came across a webinar of Ari Witten, who works with authority in the breathing science, Patrick McCune, whose work is based on the method developed by Russian Dr. Puteyko. And the premise of all of this work is that overbreathing is bad. Overbreathing creates decrease of CO2 threshold in the brain that rewires the brain to become even more chronic overbreathing that translates into poor fitness, increased stress, increased anxiety, and so on and so forth. And actually, there's a very good science behind all of these statements. So what constitutes optimal breathing then? Big question, right? Number one is nasal breathing. Remember, nasal breathing activates parasympathetic system and so on. Number two, diaphragmatic breathing. Number three, and most important, slow, low volume breathing. It's like 2 to 8 breaths per minute. Instead of doing this with chronic deep breathing, optimal breathing looks like this. Slow, low volume inhale and long, long exhale with automatic hold of the breath at the bottom. It doesn't mean that deep breathing doesn't have any value and any place in our life. It's not at all, absolutely not. And what I found that by practicing slow breathing, optimal breathing, eventually what happens is spontaneous, deep, nourishing, delicious breath. It's just, it's so, I mean, it's unbelievable. And so I highly recommend to look up the website of Ayurveda. It's called Energy Blueprint, to find lots of good information about optimal breathing, how to increase your fitness, how to increase your performance as athlete and stuff. But ultimately, the main principle behind all of this breath work to increase energy and decrease anxiety is intermittent hypoxia. That means holding breath for a certain period of time. And you can do it all by yourself. All you have to do, just go for a walk, for example, right? And hold your breath and exhale and see how long can you hold, for how many steps, how many paces. And observe how this time of holding breath increases as you continue this practice, right? This is all it takes, intermittent hypoxia, which actually is a part of the hormesis. Remember, I made a video a while ago how to upgrade and rejuvenate and increase the efficiency of mitochondria by using hormetic stress. And hypoxia is one of those methods. All right, I hope you learned something new. I hope you're not upset about deep breathing not being the best solution for the optimal health. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so. And don't forget to grab my free guide, how to reclaim your energy using 7 natural approaches. Thanks for watching. Be well.